What's going on, guys? It's Lone Courier here, and I am here to talk to you guys today about the Repulsor in Advanced Warfare. Now, this is the Hammerweek weapon for today. I wasn't actually planning on covering any of the Hammerweek weapons or doing any guides on them or any kind of videos on them, but I figured since I used to do Advanced Warfare weapon videos on some weapons, I figured I'd do it on this weapon because I'm actually quite interested in it. So yeah, all you have to do to get this weapon is just literally log in and play today. You know, you don't even need to finish a match. As long as you earn one supply drop, you're gonna get it. And I think as long as you finish one match, it'll be sitting there, your supply drop, waiting for you. So yeah, the variant of the gun that you will receive is the Death Strike. It's a professional variant, and to be honest, is probably one of the better variants of this weapon that I've actually seen. You know, I don't think there's actually that many of the variants, but this is definitely one of the best ones you could get. You know, it's got an accuracy increase. I'm not too sure what else it's got in it. It's got an accuracy increase, I know that for sure. It has a fire rate decrease and a magazine decrease, which is only by 4 bullets. It's not too bad. Overall, this weapon is pretty damn good, actually. I'd actually say this is one of the top tier SMGs in this game at this current moment, because a lot of them have just been nerfed so much. The ASM-1 has been nerfed into oblivion. If you've used it recently, you will know that. It got nerfed, and then it got nerfed again, and it's almost pointless in even using the gun at this point. You know, it's more sensible using other guns such as the MP11. And now that you can get the Repulsor, I would recommend using this weapon over those weapons anyway. I'd say this weapon's kinda like paired with the MP11 as being the best SMGs in this game. I mean, this weapon, if you can earn it, well, if you could earn it through supply drops or if you log in today, it's one of the best weapons to use, but otherwise I would say just use the MP11. So, first thing to note with this weapon is it is a laser gun, yes. It's like something out of Star Wars, you know, it's like fucking energy based. So, as with other weapons that are energy based in this game, it has very low penetration. It does not penetrate walls. So, you're not going to get any wall bangs or anything like that, so there's no point in even trying it. It's just been like that in Advanced Warfare since like day one. You know, these energy weapons don't penetrate. The 84 never did it, the TAC-19 doesn't do it, the EM1 doesn't do it, the OHM doesn't do it. So it's not new, you know, in the fact that it doesn't have wall penetration. It's every energy weapon has that trait. I think even in Black Ops 3 it's the exact same, to be honest. So that's probably one of the main balancing factors of this weapon, you know, because this weapon, other than that, it is fucking great, you know. I mean, there's a few other downsides to this weapon as well, but they're not really that bad. One of them is you cannot artificially boost the range in this weapon, which means you cannot use advanced rifling, which is one of the attachments everybody uses on SMGs because it's pretty damn good, you know. Advanced rifling extends your 3-hit kill ranges and your 5-hit kill ranges, but you can't put that on this weapon, so you need to treat it like an SMG. I see tons of kids in this game all the time trying to treat their SMGs as if they're ARs, and it never ever works, you know, because SMGs fundamentally have lower damage at range than an assault rifle does, because SMGs are meant for close range, you know. But I guess Call of Duty, the COD kids can't understand that, you know. But this weapon, you really shouldn't use it at range at all. I mean, you'll see a couple of times in this gameplay that I will try and use it at range, but it's not me trying to directly challenge someone at range. It's me just trying to kill somebody before, you know, they take me off my streak. So otherwise it's just completely useless, because if someone's using like an AK-12 and you're using a Repulsor, you're going to get killed off at range by every gun, basically, that's not an SMG. So there's no point in trying to challenge people at long range, especially snipers and assault rifle users. So leave it to close range, especially on maps like Detroit. Kind of go for the closer, tight-knit areas, you know, rather than just going for the wide open areas. It's just smarter to do that, you know, and since you're using an SMG, it probably is good advice anyway. So one thing with this weapon, how you can't artificially like bring up the range. Another thing is you can't put a silencer on this weapon because it's an energy-based weapon. The exact same as every other gun in this game, well, every other energy-based weapon in this game, you can't actually put a silencer on it, so it's probably not going to be very good in SMD. You'd probably be better off using like the MP11 with a silencer, but overall I just wouldn't recommend using SMGs with a silencer anyway. So yeah, not exactly a good S&D weapon, but if everybody else is using unsilenced weapons, then I go for it. But you know, if you're in one of these lobbies where everybody's using like blast suppressor and using silenced weapons, I wouldn't bother trying to use this one. But the variant that you will receive today, the Death Strike, is pretty damn good actually. It's one of the best variants with this gun, I'd say. As I said, it's got the accuracy bonus. It also has a magazine decrease from 32 to 28, which means that you're probably going to need to use extended mags because this weapon just burns through ammo like I don't know what. It really does have a huge fire rate on it, so extended mags is probably one of the better options. This weapon's attachments are kind of weird in the way you earn them. You get 4 grip at 10 kills while aiming down sights. You know, in Advanced Warfare they did it weird. You didn't have weapon levels. You just had challenges to get each attachment. So say for example the ACOG scope, you have to get 120 kills to get that. You need to do 10 kills while aiming down sights to get the 4 grip. I'm pretty sure you get the parabolic microphone at 20, and I think you get extended mags at 30 kills while aiming down sights. And the final one that you will get is, fuck, I'm not too sure what it is, to be honest. Quick draw, yeah, you get the quick draw at 40 kills while aiming down sights. So, you know, it's an ADS weapon, you know, it's probably better to go for those attachments first. Overall, the attachments I would recommend for this weapon probably would be 4 grip, extended mags, and quick draw or red dot sight. That seems to be a pretty damn good choice for this weapon. Stock might be okay, but I really don't find stock to be that useful on SMGs because they have a fast enough strafe speed already, so it doesn't need the stock as much as like an assault rifle needs it. So yeah, stock isn't exactly the most useful attachment, and it's probably going to be a challenge grinding out those 40 hipfire kills anyway, since most of the people are bouncing about in this game and hipfire is just impossible to do in this game. So yeah, the main downside to this weapon is definitely its range, but that does not make this gun a bad gun in any way, shape or form. This gun is still top tier, especially in SMG category. It can challenge ARs, but it's not a good idea to do so because you're just going to get gunned down by AK-12s and BAL-27s. You know, it's just bad advice to gun down ARs with SMGs anyway, because, you know, you end up trying to run off to reload or something and they end up fucking picking you off at range, and it's just not very good to use at range. And this weapon can't increase its range unless you have a variant that does. But then again, the range boosting variants don't exactly do that good a job, because it's not like they just straight up boost all ranges like advanced rifling does. They might boost one tiny little bit of range. So for example, if you have a range boost on your weapon, it might not be at long range, it might be a short range buff, so you might get, you know, a slightly longer free hit kill range. So it's a bit more harder to find out what your range does if you've got a range increase on it. But overall, the Death Strike is definitely one of the best variants for the gun. But the base variant is pretty damn good itself, you know. Don't try and write that gun off just because, oh, it's the base variant and base variants suck. The base variant in the Repulsor is pretty damn good, you know. It's got an insane fire rate on it, and it doesn't have the magazine decrease or anything, so that is really a good gun for using like rapid fire on if you want to just run in and just charge at people. So yeah, this is definitely one of the best SMGs in the game now. So if you're interested in playing Advanced Warfare, if you want to get this gun, all you have to do is just jump on today, play one match. You know, it doesn't even matter if you play a full match, as long as you play the match and then you leave, or you know, just finish the game, you'll get a supply drop, and when you open it you will get this weapon. So that's pretty damn cool, not even gonna lie. But still, I'm not too happy with the way Advanced Warfare did the weapon variants. Well, the weapons themselves, you know, because you had to unlock a variant just to use the base variant. Never really made much sense to me, but, you know, I guess that's over a year ago, so it doesn't really fucking matter now. But yeah, Repulsor is a damn good weapon. If you're interested in playing Advanced Warfare, I definitely would recommend trying to get it today, because it is one of the best variants in the game. As I said, best SMG other than the MP11. So, you know, it's one of those weapons that you'll find is really useful. Like the TAC-19 Royalty, it might be useful for a couple of days, it might be fun for a couple of days, and then you'll probably not use it much, unless you're like Sandy Ravage or me. But this is definitely one of those weapons that you're probably going to end up using for ages if you still play Advanced Warfare. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a lone courier. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.